Welcome again into the third presentation, media production of the pioneered, most inspiring playlist of the profile development media presentations of Mrs. Sapran Makaluza in advance. And then we also forget to introduce what we are introducing, the inspiring, empowering support of the to grow the entire ecosystem startup of the empire expansion. We forgot to introduce what is the ENS Africa, #1 law firm in Africa of pro bono for providing us with the entire commercial law business startup support. Therefore, to carry on here into the next media, the third one is we carry on from the first to the second and to all the others. Therefore, right now, we are in the financial matters. We, as the founding registered barriers board of the entire ecosystem of startup companies of the Lamoshe, Moshe, Vamoshe, 18 Ps of Together We Conquer, are a group of unskilled, unemployed community youth that had no experience in terms of financial matters, which is why we had to visit the Cape Town City Department of the NYDA to render the education and training, skills development of their programs and services in 2015, in combination with all those that were introduced in the last minutes of the previous media presentation. So we need skills developing of their programs and services, such as the ecosystem of Activa, of supporting programs and services as from the 21st millennium, while at that time we were a number of almost 3,000 in the beginning of 2013 research, and then we've managed to multiply into almost 50,000 to 200,000 of temporarily volunteers, admin, supportive members of the unemployed, misfortunate, disadvantaged, unskilled youth. Even though Mr. Makaluza and the Advanced Active Board of Directors, Stacy Karnis, Lance Ko, Sean and Cecily Ziman, in memory that you've been requesting of Mashokabe Vumalusi, Yovi Sugulwa, and then Tommy Zungulwa, well educated on all departments of all full executive structures, responsibilities of a committee, founding committee of those almost beyond 100,000 to 200,000 when we multiplied also in Africa, of those refugees that are sleeping in every block of the city of Cape Town, from Sub-Council 1 to Sub-Council 24 to Sub-Council 10, and also to the 34 nodes of the Western Cape government, instead to all the refugees of the one Earth planetary continents, of all the executive structures, responsibilities of a committee, while they were to be trained and educated on how to start up, grow, expand, sustain, monitor, evaluate, research, discover, innovate, establish, create, develop, and manage a startup SME and SMME to a micro enterprise, well-developed organizational foundations and startup business companies, corporations, cooperate global business universe, job creating, that is almost over a billion, million, trillion, quadrillion of global octobillion and octo residential residence and the animal kingdom of the entire universe, straight to the entire planetary continents, beyond and to the infinity of the zodiac. And then all of them are now in the process of being in a professional education and training for market linkages and how to find potential investors and funders, such as the Forbes funders, unicorn funders, and every funder out there that is a billionaire, that is a donor or grant giver or charity, when they must in the while we were there in the World Design Capital of Cape Town 2014, while Stacey Karnis, Sean Zeman, Lansko, and Cyril Zeman were the students of the UCT and the CPUT, Cape Town from Europe, as Mrs. Makaluza was already a graduate at the University of Cape Town, Graduate School of Business of the Department of the Raymond Ackerman Academy in 2012. For more emphasis of the founder board of directors advanced active committee, their reputation is in one of the attached documents as from the first and the second and then this third introduction of their professional pioneered profile introductions. Therefore, to carry on, in 2015, Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza was still 4 years younger, in need of these services and programs of the National Youth Development Agency of the Department of the City of Cape Town, headquarters of the District 6, to educate and train our first group of almost 3,000 people that were interested in the City of Cape Town in the first beginning of 2013. That multiplied to over 50,000, 200,000 as years went by, and now they multiplied to billions and trillions and quadrillions of billions of octobillion people of the global universe, from the continent of the 7 continents and islands and islands of the entire planetary one Earth. Therefore, we're looking for number 1, the NYS. Number 2, products. Number 3, entrepreneurship development programs. Number 4, market linkages. Number 5, cooperatives. Number 6, the business consultants that we've managed to gain into the introduced at the last minutes of the previous presentation, and then also the business development that is also in Sakatau, South Africa Center of Excellence, and then we also need those business development programs and services, and all the programs and services of Casidra at Western Cape Farming. And then number 8, the grants, and number 9, the jobs, and then number 10, the outreach services. Number 11, skills development. Number 12, life skills. Number 13, career guidance. And number 14, Ituba Elicha. Then number 15, rural and community developments. 16, mentorship. We never got that services because of finance, and also that we managed to come in at the age of 35 years old. So the opportunity was gone for a while, but we still need to negotiate with the City of Cape Town government and negotiate with the Western Cape provincial government to provide these services for the youth that managed to never got those, but with great innovation of one unity of the empire expansion of the entire natives of the District 6 and the refugees of Africa and the other native nations that are in the boundaries of the District 6, straight to the natives of the Voltrekker movement before 1652 unity, and in 1652 until 2023 unity of the 21st millennium. Therefore, to carry on, right now we're only left with 20 minutes to have another break of this presentation, the third one. Therefore, to carry on, I'm honored that you are still all in one intelligence of listening skills that I honor too much, even if our productions media are this lame, but the most greatest thing is that we are dusting up ourselves and doing it again and again and again. Our empire startup companies in the foundations and organizations of startup businesses of the Lamoshe Vamoshe, as you all know, are in the interest of partial care, mass and development, multi-purpose education and training, skills development of the Minister of Education statements of priority area of focus in the scheme of global economic skills transfer that are driven for huge global economic opportunities to field support our United Nations, World Bank, and all the summits we introduced, even in the first and the second presentations, through to the World Bank of the 7 multi-native continental planetary government of the disadvantaged, misdeveloped, and underdeveloping, and those that are in power of the one unity unions of the planetary one earth. So that is the partial care centers can support the 21st millennium to the 31st millennium global world economic planetary universe economic sustainable development from forum of the introduced misfortunate disadvantaged underdeveloping international state national countries by establishing creating a partnership revolution relationship with the empire of startup business companies of the Lamoshe Vamoshe empire startup ecosystem of the VC4A startup ecosystem, provider organization foundations of the business tomorrow, collective shifting systems, cooperative and cooperative services, and the programs, projects, and confederation summits and conferences of the community development, community services building, global crypto billionaires to trillionaires to quadrillionaires, investors and funders of foreign direct cryptocurrencies, gross net income investments through us becoming their central supply database to the United Nations of the United Nations government of and to crypto billionaires, innovative potential investors and funders, and social entrepreneurial innovation, economic skills development, education and training through our partial care, mass and development, multi-purpose centers that will consist of these following skills. This one here will be almost the closing of this third media video presentation playlist. That is the continuation as a pioneered, engineered the introduction of personal profiles of their entire Empower co-founders and native founders of the Skhumburile West Coast Foundation as from the 2001 first year of research until 2023. Therefore, the first skills following introduced is that we will need a skills transfer in unity of African unions and continental continents of the one earth are education, number one, environment, health, child welfare and protection, with also arts and culture. Number two, care for people with disabilities through education and training. Number five, sports development, community partnerships. These are following, and others that are still coming in. This one already introduced are from the introduction of 2018 of the trilogue business in society that began from the first edition until the 20th edition in 2018. Therefore, those that we still need are skills development with education and training. The next one, leadership in entrepreneurships. Then number six, schools support sports development and community, farm and rural sport development programs. and also skilling for innotech, innovation and technology with entrepreneurship and employability. Number 9, unemployed youth training to be suppliers, mentors, facilitators, and peer educators, and also becoming evaluators, moderators, and assessors. Number 10, uneducated, unskilled youth training to be sports coaches, guidance and life skills, careers, mentors, and facilitators. Number 12, education and training, learnerships, bursaries, donations for business courses. And then number 13, grants and loans for business consultancy and business development. That is what we were introduced to for free from those that we introduced to in the last 10 minutes of the previous media video presentation. And also not forgetting the one we opened with, which was Ants Africa, that provided us with free skills all the way since 2014 in the business place of Cape Town and the business place of Mitchells Plain of Pro Bono and to the business place of Khayelitsha. That's from 2014 to 2016 to 2023. That's Prince Yazid over here. Number 15, we need skills training transfer for the community development and capacity building for sustainable infrastructure. Water and number 16, water and sanitation, enterprise development, and the ICT in education. Number 17, school leadership, joint ventures with local entrepreneurs and joint ventures of the entire manifesto venture categories. And therefore, number 17, stimulating an entrepreneurial mindset and staff volunteering opportunities. That will become the voluntary opportunities of dream workers working for the unemployed. That we took, yes, the first number one thing to become volunteering, but in the field, to be in the field as service providers and service excellence, and also what construction education, number 19, and training for building houses, such as this human settlement of the State of Cape Town government initiative of the Western Cape government too. Therefore, number 20, construction education and training and building housing. Or number 21, support agricultural sustainability through the Cathedral agricultural farming of the Western Cape services and programs, and also through the life skills and career guidance services. Number 22, support primary, secondary, and high schools and tertiary education, and further in advanced education. And also, number 22, affinity programs, early childhood development, math and science and technology and innovation and entrepreneurship and sports skills. Number 23, adult basic education, youth development, crime prevention. Number 24, leadership empowerment, economic development, food security. 25, empowerment through technology, tactical and innovative capacity. And then number 26, intellectual leadership and global networks with support for social justice. And also, we were empowered by the free bursary that we received from Castellan Institute to give us other business support projects that we did with them since 2017. As these ones here are in application, yes, to the City of Cape Town Department of the Trilogue Business Society that we were in the summit of them in 2018. I believe it was August, September 18 of 2018. Therefore, in the name of Miss Jessica and in the name of the United Nations Republic of South Africa District 6, Miss Williams McLaren, yes, Miss McLaren, yes, and also in the name of the 20th edition of the Business Society of Trilogue since 2018, when we were signed in by the dream workers working for the unemployed, just 2 doors away, yes, of the dream workers as working for the unemployed as the staff of voluntary to become the field of central suppliers and the researchers of being the researchers in policy. Yes, by when we introduced by the Better Center Foundation in 2019, 2020 relationship that began way back. Therefore, the other 26, empowerment through technology, tactical and innovative capacity. Number 27, intellectual leadership and global networks, support for social justice. Number 28, school transformation and empowerment project. 29, application of technology and data. And then employee engagement. Number 30, reinforcing good government, developing young minds through education as well, such as the Africa A plus Curious Minds and the Oklahoma A plus Curious Minds, and also the edition 1 to edition 20, edition 19 of the prolong of the Trilong Business Society editions of the African Unions straight to the global worldwide unions of every young child that is out there in the face of the covering page of the Trilogues Business Society since the first edition until the 19th one in 2017. Therefore, the 30th, it is the access to internet and computer technologies of the ICT, such as the smartscapes of the city of Cape Town that will need to multiply and grow, while true to the technology of the Africa at Tech at Viva technology of the VC4A and the ecosystems of technologies such as the Cape Innovation Technology Initiative, and also the one of the Africa Boot Camp of Philip Clear Coffee, and also the Silicon Initiative. Therefore, number 31, reinforcing for access to internet and computer technologies. 22, through to Business Incubation Center of ICT training, entrepreneurship training, and also 32, the internet mentorship and micro finance resources and start-up businesses such as our global planetary universal true and beyond the infinity of the zodiac and the cosmos of the multi-alternative nation racial outer multi-outer universal space in the District 6 of the 7 continents of planetary one Earth and their neighboring planetary planets that make up the District 6 planets. Therefore, to carry on, connectivity, electricity, and education for entrepreneurship. Therefore, number 35, for the upskilling for surrounding communities, catalyzing local business growth and revenues. Number 37, the training of apprentices to become fully accredited artisans and technicians. Number 36, growing the project and sustaining its impact, such as our impact of global impacts of the African refugees and native nations and street homeless living people of the entire District 6, City of Cape Town, and the multi-outer universe to build sustainable businesses. And therefore, we're coming back to number 38, the KYB, and early childhood solutions working with municipalities, such as our early childhood of Lamoshe and the Moshes, yes, of the entire natives of the District 6. Right? Combining and the combination of the Empire Startup ecosystem of the Lamoshe Moshe Vamoshe Empire Startup of introduced companies in the other web URLs of Sister Brian Makaluza from YouTube channel feed Sister Brian Makaluza and at Twitter at Makaluza143 and also on the hotspot of Share It app Kuru Spear hotspot Kuru Spear KURU SPEARE hotspot, we'll find it there. Therefore, the next one is the increasing children's access to early childhood developments and improve quality of early childhood development and unlocking streams for government funding. Therefore, the other one is the Samsung training, empowering and employing youth and improving student support and improving what uneducated, unskilled misfortunate children and youth, and also the animal kingdom, such as the pets, such as the dogs and cats, that are also in disadvantage of being misfortunate in this 21st millennium, that are in support of the creativity of Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo right behind me, just thinking while listening to me, while also thinking with me in eternity and immortality of the adventures of Scooby-Doo and Kurubete Kuruspia, while in Passion to Survive of Kurubete Vamoshe to Scooby-Doo's Passion to Ultimate, but as the masters of philosophy in inclusive innovation. While Scooby-Doo is a representative representing, yes, the animal kingdom, the entire animal kingdom in the motion picture of cats and dogs. Therefore, the other one is the Samsung training, empowering and employing youth, and then the improving student support, and therefore the social community development initiatives and the young engineers scholarships, and then the telecom forcing critical connections between education and empowerment, and the addressing of number 41, addressing the quality of STEAMEC education to community schools, and then also to the fund management, research, community assessment, social investment, infrastructure and finance manufacturing. This year is also the initiative of the premier in the presentation of the first introducing media presentation of this playlist. These are the initiative also of the Western Cape government and the City of Cape Town government to grow and multiply in the SADC, without interfering with Gauteng province, KwaZulu-Natal province, and Mpumalanga province. So to multiply us into Africa from Cape to Cairo, and to other multiracial native nations that are disadvantaged, undeveloping, and unskilled, in this 21st millennium, for the equal share of the wheel of fortune, of the 21st millennium, because each child would, in these streets of every street block, they are living in cages. I wish we can go into all the black townships of the City of Cape Town that are under the government of the cabinet of the ANC in the municipalities. All the youth, unskilled, early childhood living in cages with nothing like this skills development we are introducing right now in number 45, the addressing of quality of STEM education in community schools. Number 36 to number 37 is the skills training to recognize potentially in people, partnerships and projects, engaging people, purposes and past measures of results, and reponsing strategic partnerships. Those partnerships here are the partnerships of support. I believe we have managed to complete the entire pioneered presentation to say thank you, yes, to the Lendegie pioneers of mental health that were the what coordinators of all these entire conversation alpha, generation alpha presentations to introduce all the web URLs in advanced from all the doctors, occupational therapists, psychologists, uh, physiotherapists, and social workers of the Lemechie what mental health institution, with the Stickland mental health institution and the Falkenberg Violence mental health institution, and all their executives introduced as we are introducing also another foundation organization of the Empire of School Foundations, which is the Lenachie Pioneers of Mental Health, that has managed to complete all these developments and the researches from 2001 until 2013. That began also way back, even before 1652, or way back, yes, before Christ and after Christ, and in AD. Therefore, we thank you very much, people. Now you can go and listen to our eternal immortal playback of Patient to Survive playlist on SoundCloud right now. Patient to Survive playlist on SoundCloud, music of Station 5. That's a playlist, and then the artist Korubete Sister Vamoshe. Right now, go in to SoundCloud and download right now the entire playlist. While we were in eternity, immortality, and spirituality of the Cape Town International Conventional Center, this was a summit of introducing all of us as the founding committee, and also what in the eternity, immortality, and spirituality of the Cape Town Comedy Club, in the name of our sent invitation into Google Play and into Google Earth, Google Universe, when we send a request from them before we introduce this presentation to deliver them into all our social networks, our social medias that are in our links of our YouTube channel feed. Thank you, global international people of the world. Thank you, people of the universe. I honor all the honors of the development, straight to the billionaires of Africa, 20 billionaires of Africa, introducing another billionaire, transforming to a trillionaire, the trio, Mr. Gordon Makaluza, and then next one is Ambassador Raymond Ikamen of the Forest of the Table, and also introducing Alan Reyes of Race Corp Alan Reyes, introducing the entire founder executive board of the discoverer of the Wheel of Fortune, which is the Bitcoin Kings, with Trevor T.W. Noah, J.T. Fox himself, Sister Brett Makaluza. Don't forget to carry on right now and download this, put in the web URL, just to have fun listening to good music that is being back from the DSTV channel 327, and also the web URL of https colon / soundcloud.com / kurubete sisa Vamoshe / tracks Station 5 right now playlist Patient to Survive, artist Kurubete Sisa Vamoshe. Listen to the number one songs, the number one songs in the closure. We say hello, hello to Conversation Alpha, Generation Alpha of the next media presentation. When we say we are clapping until the clapping night. Thank you to DWD, our back player of the also the hyenas back player from the month of love presentations until this month of whatever it is. Thank you very much, people of the universe. We honor the greatest inspiring inspirations, but that made us to be where we are at right now. Thank you.